Hello and welcome to a new Ranch of Rivershine video, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. This time the video will be slightly different than previously. The main point of this video is trying to breed for foals with interesting and new coat patterns that I haven't yet had. So all of these clips are recorded since I made the Ranch of Rivershine video, and the main point is that I am gonna show you all of the foals I breed, and then when they grow up, and if I catch any interesting wild horses or maybe buy new horses. So let's start. We are still at winter time and there is a new foal born. It is this interesting coat color. The father is the statue horse, so this grey one that I named Traveler. This is the father, and yep, the coat color of the foal little filly is definitely the same, it's just a different color. Buttermilk Brindle Manchado. And her name is Mini Morning. That's cute. Oh, and the mother was Misty, and she is a bay horse. I will have my first training session with this foal now, and I am not sure if I'm gonna keep her in the end, because I'm not a big fan of this coat pattern. I think it's very pretty if it's black or grey, but I'm not sure about this buttermilk. We will see if I end up selling this foal. Next time was maybe around when the game was actually released, like fully released, not just early access, because I got my first ever festival in the game. It is a winter festival, and there are some nice horses, so I must go sell some horses that I have fully trained. Thankfully I had one fully trained mare called Obsidian. She was originally a wild horse, and the stats weren't that great, so I ended up selling her, as I end up selling most of the wild horses I catch, because I am kinda unlucky with the wild horses. I usually don't get wild horses with good stats. There is always at least one stat that is beginner. What's up with that? And yes, my wild horse ground pens are fully upgraded. So here I am checking the festival. We are of course for this video just gonna focus on these horses. So the specialty of the festivals are these melee horses. I am gonna choose the one with the best stats, I guess. If there is two good options, I will choose the one that has nicer coat color. This melee coal Black Tobiano is actually very pretty. She's one option. This Chestnut Tobiano is better, she has better stats. But the thing is, I am kinda cursed with this chestnut coat color in the game, so I really wouldn't want more of them. Quite a lot of my horses are actually chestnuts, and I am getting a ton of chestnut wild horses, and usually the best horse in the wild horse patch is chestnut, so I really wouldn't want more. I was really thinking between the chestnut and the coal black. In the end, I ended up with this melee coal black Tobiano mare, and her name originally was Lively Copper. Let me adopt her. Next time, Hazel had a foal, and Hazel was bought in the last video. She was the second horse I trained to max stats, and I bought her from the auction. Let's go check the new foal, and it's very similar to Mom. So this is Hazel, and here's the foal. It's kinda perfect mix between Hazel and then his father, who is Archie. The foal got the dapples and badger face from Archer, and then the actual coat color and pattern from the mother Hazel. Oh my god, the name is Tiny Poppy. That's so cute. And he's a colt. That's very cute. Let me quickly take care of them, and then I'm gonna take these horses out because I think the mare is pregnant. Yes, Rebel Fox is pregnant. And Rebel Fox was the first wild horse I caught with like advanced stats, and I were able to train her to max stats, so now I bred her. Quick peek on a new wild horse I caught. His name is Rare Fog. Haven't named him yet. He has a flaxen dark chestnut splash coat color, and I think I am actually gonna be able to train him to max stats, because he has full potential. And as I said, he's a wild horse. As you can see, he does not want to canter here. This is our first ride. He's potentially gonna be the next stallion I will be using for breeding, so let's start training him. Then one of my mares had a foal, Digibuck, a beige splash colt. Why are you here all alone? Oh yes, the matter was the stealth. She's just a liver chestnut mare with like a blaze, I think. So here's the new foal. I am trying to breed for more interesting coat patterns and colors, but seems like I'm just getting these brown horses, like the buttermilk, whatever the previous was, and now this bay. The first foal of this video grew up, and I need to go sell a horse or maybe retire somebody. I am not a big fan of this horse, especially the coat color. Like, I don't like it. I will do the races and just end up selling her. So this first foal was a bit of a failure, I would say. Then finally, spring arrived again, and I started my second year. I got a new foal, who originally was called Delicate Jellybean, a colt foal with sandy chestnut splash. Again, a chestnut horse. I have gotten so many chestnuts in this game, and here's one more. I later changed his name Jellybean. Then the mare is pregnant. So this is the mealy horse I bought from the festival. I trained her as high as I could. I was not able to max her fully, but I still wanted to breed for the mealy coat. Let's hope I can train the foal to max. Here's a better look on mini morning. I have already done all the races and I'm ready to sell her. Just the last care session here. Here is this clip of quite a few interesting wild horses. This was my first wild horse batch on the Azure coast. Again, there is quite a lot of chestnut horses. Almost half of these are chestnuts. Once again, but the coat patterns are interesting, and I was wishing that either one of those greys or then the ones with Tirapicana coat pattern would have good stats. I was surprised because this grey one, Greydan Rapicano Stallion, had quite good stats, so I tried to choose him, but my stable was sadly full. I had forgotten to sell the horses earlier, and because the auction house was already closed, I quickly ran up to my ranch to retire somebody and came back to adopt this horse. Then next day, first thing I did, I went to sell the horses I was supposed to sell yesterday, mini morning, and then the wild horse Clear Shadow. You can see me riding the one foal Jellybean. Here he is all grown up. Perfect mixture of the parents. I do like the coat, color and pattern. Once again he's a chestnut. And I don't want more chestnut horses. New foal has been born from this very fiery chestnut horse mare called Lush. I am not surprised that the base color of the foal is chestnut. This time it's dark chestnut with dun overall coat. She's a filly called Mushy Primrose. I changed the name to Bee Primrose a bit later. Even though I don't really like the chestnut horses in this game, Lush is actually pretty nice chestnut. And she's so basic, she doesn't have any markings. Also the black taxet looks good on her. Another foal has grown up. This is the beige splash colt that I ended up naming Kinder. There is no space in my stable. I was at this point struggling with the stable space. I had fully upgraded the stable and everything, and I was so in the middle of breeding and trying to get new coat patterns and better horses. Or, well, they cannot be better because I have maxed out horses already, but yes, different new horses. I was getting a lot of wild horses also, almost like every third day. So a lot of new horses, and I just was badly running out of space all the time. Let's do one more breeding. Even though Hazel is a chestnut, and I don't really want more chestnut horses, I still wanted to breed one last foal with her, because she was the first expert horse for me. First expert mare, I mean. Today a new foal has born from the Mealy Winter Festival horse Winter, and it looks like, yes, it's Mealy, with a slightly different color than any of the parents. That is interesting. It's a small filly stormy butterfly with Mealy blue round Sabina coat. That is actually very nice. And here is Winter. As you can see, the stats are not great, not even halfway trained, so she's gonna get sold as soon as she wins the foal. Then, here is Jellybean all grown up. He's one horse I have ended up keeping. I think he is currently at the retirement pasture, and for some reason I'm very attached to this horse. Another foal has grown up. This is Primrose, as you probably remember. Hazel had her second foal. As I guessed, we got the dad's coat pattern, Brindle Manchado, and then the coat color, of course, chestnut from the mother. So, yeah, I don't like this. Quick Duck, that's a great name. More foals from this black splash mare called Opal. She has quite an interesting foal. The foal is this one, Silly Patch, a filly foal with black brindle, and I really think she will grow up looking very, very cool. Then I actually got another horse from the spring festival that I didn't record that, but she's just this mealy black. Again, not expert stats, but I used her for breeding this one foal. And here's the foal, Salty Cupcake, once again filly, and a coal black. Even though I like the black coats in the game, and this foal actually has some good markings, I'm not usually keeping the fully black horses, because they are somewhat boring. I am trying to breed for new coat patterns, and more like interesting coat patterns overall. Here is one last look on Hazel for now. I will go retire her. I'm really attached to her, but I don't need her in my stable. She's fully trained, competed, everything, won all the races, and I got 2 foals from her. And yes, she is chestnut. In a few days I did retire her. Then again selling some horses. I made the hard decision and sold Jellybean, even though I was very attached to him and he was at the retirement pasture already. I decided to pull him out and sell him. And now I'm actually gonna check some horses, maybe buy me a new horse, of course from the legendary horses auction. Let's see if we have anything good. This time I am specifically looking for a stallion, so I can breed my horses. At this point all of my stallions were chestnuts, so I really need something different. Trying to find a horse with nice coat color, not chestnut and maybe not bay. And it would be great if he had some sort of coat pattern. Oh, okay. I didn't need to scroll too long when I found this horse. He's originally called Tree Bunny. He's a blue roan over stallion. These stats are good, and he has over half of the potential left, so I should be able to train him to max. Bought him. Let me go check him right away. There he is. He's very pretty. I do like the roan coats in this game, especially the blue roan and all like black and grey roans. I am gonna make him a tag set, one that's something a bit different this time, so I used the fur saddle. I haven't used this far. He got little antlers. As you can see, the color of the tag set is just black. It really suits him well. Then next foal had grown up. It is this chestnut one called Quick Duck. I'm just gonna compete him, all the potential is already used, and then I'm gonna sell him. In my opinion, he would have been much nicer if he had a head marking, and now he kinda looks almost creepy on the head and like the eyes. So yep, not gonna keep him. And here you can see me selling Quick Duck and actually getting quite a good money for him. We are nearing the end of this video. We have one last foal grown up that I bred in this video. This is the foal. She's Silly Patch and she's this black brindle mare, as you can see. So that was all for this time. I have been playing this game quite a lot. I think I am, if not yet, then soon, on summer year 2. I don't know, was this video interesting at all, or are you overall interested in the Ranch of Rivershine videos? The thing is, I don't want to show you what I'm doing daily. I'm training my horses, using all of their potential, doing the competitions, then breeding foals. The breeding foals, I think, at least for me, is interesting, so that's why I'm showing it. And then when the foals are grown up, please leave me your feedback. Do you want to see more The Ranch of Rivershine videos? These so-called breeding challenges? Should we call them that? 2 really good foals in this video, the mealy, roan, and then this brindle. Which ones were your favorites? If you have any other ideas, feel free to leave them. I don't have quests in this game at this point, and when we get new quests, they are just one quest here and there, so I cannot really do a gameplay video where I'm just sitting down and playing the game, like doing the new quests or something, because they are very short. We don't get them that often. But don't get me wrong, this is a great game in my opinion. It's kinda hard to decide, because there is not a lot to do in this game that would be interesting to record. I don't think so. I'm kinda out of ideas with Ranch of Rivershine other than these breeding challenges. With that, leave any comments, subscribe my channel, and leave a like to this video. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye bye!